Alright, boys, in today's video I have very sad news. Tristan is not going to be the global anniversary. I know a lot of people have been hyped for him. I haven't though, because he's got as a demon that's gonna ruin the game. Yes sir. So I'm glad he's not. For the health of the game, it's good that he's not. He should be Anni. Same for Anni. I did also say in my video that I thought there's a decent chance it could be like a VAYNE or something like a Ragnarok fest instead. And I hope now that that's the case. I feel like a VAYNE, as someone who hasn't watched Porcoa, just knows about it from like random stuff. I feel like a VAYNE is probably still too early, so even though I want her, I think we could ignore her. GALAND, Chaos GALAND, I know that guy's not coming. For a global Anni, nah, definitely not. But I do hope that he is coming like May or something, maybe. I feel like timeline wise, maybe, I don't know. I feel like they haven't done much of Porcoa, right? It's hard to say. Maybe they just pump out like 3 chapters now for global anniversary, even though it's gonna be Ragnarok. We'll see. I don't know. I feel like we had the whole we had the new beginning, and then we had the new beginning, and both of the times I feel like they didn't really do Porcoa that well. Then we had Lancelot. I don't know. I feel like they should do more. Like they should feel like we're getting the story updates like every other patch now. But oh well. Anyway, the current anniversary contenders for global Anni are going to be Odin, who we saw already in game in the Thor cutscene, and Loki, same thing. Now Loki has this like other form. I got no clue. If you thought I'd like watch a single chapter, I did not. So I do not remember this guy at all. Well, I know he's in the game, and that's all I know. I don't like him. Don't like his design. It's like edgy in a bad way. Right, I'm not too big of a fan of this design either. It's very like basic Odin, right? He's got the eye patch, he's got the long hair. He's old. That's usually it, right? Golden stuff around him, cool. Probably has something with crows, but it's very basic. And then Loki one, I feel like that's like very much it's such a Korean design. It's such a Korean like bad boy design. It's so cringe. But anyway, it could be any of these. Now, both of these would be the same as Freya and Freyr and Thor and all those guys, right? Okay, thank God I am actually on there. So they would be, and Balder and Hel, they would be goddesses and Tyr. They would be, well, not goddesses, they would be gods, okay? They would be gods, okay? This right there, I assume is Kami. I assume. As someone that doesn't speak Japanese, I assume that that's the case because they're gods. Okay, they all have the god characteristic, even though they're not goddesses in game because they're unknown, because they're gods from a different world, and that's how races work in Grand Cross. That's why they're unknown. Cool. Every single one here is unknown, right? So Thor or Loki, they're both gonna be unknown. Why is that a thing that I'm excited for? I feel like, you know, we always meme unknown. I feel like unknown hasn't really gotten much in ages, right? Unknown had like their month where we had like Subneck and Thor release, but even then Sins was still really damn strong. Humans was still really damn strong with Naofumi at the time, right? So they didn't really have a meta. And then Milim is an unknown character. Milim is a everything character, right? You would like, people were running with everything, still do, right? Like people like Deanne is Milim's best partner, so you know, hard to say that Milim is an unknown character, right? So actually getting an unknown would be cool. I hope with us having more than enough gods in the game now, I hope Thor buffs gods and Ragnarok, not unknown, okay? And then Tyr gets Holy Relic for global Anni. Holy cinema, that would be sick. That would be very sick. If we get the Tyr Holy Relic for anniversary, then that's an anniversary character to me. That's legit. Like if that's the main character, then if he gets a Holy Relic and it's good, which we can only pray that it actually like, cooks for him, I would be so happy, because Tyr is the most underrated unit in Grand Cross history, or up there at least. Because I'll tell you how it is. He's still good. He is still good. Oh, okay. He can still do a lot of damage, and he can still be very good. He can still look very good, right? His buff is still insanely strong, okay? It's just that right now his survivability isn't the highest. That's why he's not the best. So if his Holy Relic makes it so on turn 1 when he has his taunt up, he can't take, like, he gives him damage cap or something, or like make him immune to AoEs, something like that, something crazy, I'll be very happy, okay? He just needs something that makes him live longer. His damage is completely fine. It's actually really good. What he provides his allies is insane, so that'd be cool. Anyway, that's not talk about the unit. I hope Thor just buffs gods. Okay, it should. He should buff gods. Okay, it's Thor. So Odin. Sorry, if I said Thor earlier, then I'll be upset. But Odin should buff these guys and only these guys. Okay, because imagine Thor is such a crazy like point character. Like he's so good at what he provides, but they have to make it niche to only like gods and Ragnarok. That like she becomes good, right? Like because she marks the highest CC enemy. Pisses on like her leopard, jaguar, whichever one, bro. I'm kind of cooked right now. Pisses on them, right? And then they're marked. They can only hit her, and she gets 50% damage reduction, I believe. 40% damage reduction, I assume. She gets a lot of damage reduction, okay? And her holy rag is useless, right? So like if Odin provided enough buffs to gods, that'd be sick. That'd be very sick. Right, and then Thor, actual Thor now, is really strong, but her damage right now is ass because there's not a good unknown setup for her. Okay, so that's very sad. Like there is a good unknown setup, but like that setup isn't realistic to run. Right, you'd have to run Thor, Tyr, and probably Nabarel, and then NANASHI backline. But the thing is, you're probably going second with the team most of the time, and even if you go first, you need 2 turns for her to be good. And at that point, there's Meli shield, and then she's useless, and it's like, it is what it is. So, unfortunately, yeah. And then Baldur, he had this like 1 week of everyone saying that he needs to be nerfed, and he's the best character in the game and everything, and he's ruining everything. So, like, if he comes back, sort of, that'd be nice, because he can take care of the shield. He can take care of the Meli shield. So, these all, Hell also. I feel like her relic didn't give her as much as she probably needed, but I feel like it did enough to where Hell is like character, just because of her revives. If you do have her 6/6 and you get all the revives, she's just so annoying. She's so annoying, so hard to deal with in PvP. And it'd be cool if she came back, right? And even in PvE, that guy would be good for like Nidhogg and stuff, right? If you could run like a full like God's team there, right? Because well, Freya, you would have to like somehow reword her relic, like I don't know, patch it, add a line to it. But like Freya and everything, like they're like, it'd be cool to see these guys back in action, right? I feel like they didn't shine for as long as they should have. And I like Ragnarok. I don't like catastrophes. I like Ragnarok. Okay, so I hope it's not a catastrophe festival. I don't like catastrophes. I feel like they've been milked to no end. Okay, I feel like they've been milked to no end. I feel like the character designs here are very like, they scream early Grand Cross to me. And they also scream like side characters to me, right? Ragnarok was his big main thing, and I do like it. I don't like how they've handled it, but I do like it. I like every character they've put out so far, even though I didn't want them to put them out. I like them. So I hope that we get more Ragnarok stuff, right? I hope that it's a festival is not a actual anime character. It is a Ragnarok, and it's Odin or Loki. That'd be cool, because I like both of them could buff gods. Loki could be, depends on what they do, depends on their interpretation of Loki, could be really cool, right? Whatever they think trickery means. And then Thor, I keep saying Thor, I don't know why I keep saying Thor. And Odin could just like buff these guys up to no end. That'd be very cool. And also Unknown would just get a buff, because he would be Unknown. Unknown right now doesn't have, you know, I look at his page, I'm like, okay, good, but I wouldn't say Unknown. Not good, I guess good. Demon, not good enough. Not good enough. Demon, not good. Not good enough. Not Unknown unit. The Sins unit, no. I suppose. No. Okay. Not really an Unknown unit, but you could run him. Vittoria is not bad. Vittoria, if Odin is really strong, Vittoria could make a good comeback. And then everything below this, I feel like that isn't a Ragnarok character. Well, I saw Hell there. All this is just unusable, right? So I feel like Unknown definitely could. Like, I know it's crazy to say. I know a lot of people, you know, just have it in their head that Unknown's broken and they got too many buffs. Unknown could use a buff right now, right? Humans have strong teams. Demons have the best team in the game. Goddesses are genuinely, I would say, usable. So Giants and fairies are good too. Fairy all on her way. Let me not sleep on fairies. Hey, this row right here, these 4 right here. Sheesh. Okay. Yeah. like I said, you can do a lot of, you can get very strong. You can get very strong with all these teams. This is never going to be a team, right? But all the other races have a team, except Unknown right now I wouldn't say has a good team. I know there's a bunch of people in my comments that cope for Milim. Milim is strong, not on Unknown. So that's the problem. But yeah, every other team has good options. And so I actually I'll be happy if the global Annie is actually just a strong Unknown unit. Okay, that's also fun to use, hopefully good in PvP and PvE. That'd be nice for everyone. And that's it from Mwah. Ka-chow.